I'm a 16-year-old girl who has lived in the UK for nearly my whole life. Racism has become a daily struggle. People stare, ask questions, and segregate you from the rest of the people.
My first experiences of racism was while I was in first school. Some of the kids called me racial slurs, which I had no idea what they meant until years later.
When I was 15 and I came to England, I was new and I didn't know anything about what should I do here. So I started school, everyone was friendly, but during time, this one guy started to mock me and I didn't know why he was doing it. He started calling me names and a disabled person. I wasn't offended by it, but my friends were concerned about it.
I came to UK when I was 16. I experienced hate crime and racism when I was in school and I couldn't get any help. Coming from a different country, I felt like an outcast and that I never really fitted in.
I've encountered many hate for being a woman of colour. A couple of years ago, I was verbally and physically attacked by a group of boys who called me racist comments and pulled my headscarf off. At the moment, I was angry, frustrated, because I knew I couldn't tell anyone and no one will do anything.
So I started to talk with my friends about it and my teachers. But for now, I didn't have so much evidence. And at that point, I used all my worries and angering into football. And I let the game speak. And at the end of the match, he comes to me and start insulting me again. And he was ready to fight, so I had my hand ready for this offense.
My first experienced hate crime when my classmates made fun of my English and also my appearance. My teacher started hiding my progress from everyone in the class because they could hint people getting jealous of me.
From that moment, my anger showed, and I asked her for my friends and teacher about it.
My area is predominantly white, making me part of a minority. Due to this, I became one of the targets for racism. After many years of this, I became more of a quiet and reserved person, trying not to stand out as much. I think I accepted that racism was just going to be part of the experience of school. I think that no one should just accept it.
Having people discriminate against you from a very young age has a massive impact. You begin to think that you are not normal and much more lower of a human being, which is wrong.
My family advised me to ignore the hate and focus on studying. I took their advice and ignored people that tried to bring me down. I focused on studying and got good grades. After a while, I knew things won't change, and I just gave up hope and accepted the fact that this is how my school life is going to be. Bullying is not nice. It affected me mentally, but with the help and support of my family, I could go through 2 years of sixth form and couldn't be happier when I left.
So I didn't report to the police, but they should take care about even the smallest crime as well before it becomes a bigger crime. And no one wants that.
There was no point in telling the police. All they do is shove it into a massive pile of other hate crimes, never looked at again. We need the police to be on our side and start to take actions to prevent these hate crimes.
There are a lot of things that needs to change in a school environment to make sure the students are protected from bullying. Teacher needs to pay attention to the students that are quiet and notice their behavior if they act different.
In schools, there needs to be more education between different cultures and the differences which make us unique. Children should be comfortable in their own skill and culture instead of trying to hide away from it.
And hate crimes happen mostly in schools, so they have to be careful and have their eyes open and report any crime.
Bullying and racism should not be tolerated at all, and those doing it should get expelled to set a strong example of consequences. Schools in general need to hold classes to educate students to be respectful and accepting of others.
We need to come together as a community, as friends and family to ensure safety and security for all people, no matter what you look like, what race you are, what ethnicity you are. We need to educate our men and women and children on the importance of diversity.
Some of the questions I had when I was in sixth form that I would like to share with you all. Am I different? Why have I been made to feel different? What's different about me? What's the definition of being different? Who decides that I'm different? Is there anyone there to remove this difference? When will I feel accepted?